I've been talking to a few clients this week about something, and it actually popped up in some DMs here on Instagram. And so I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about that today. And it has everything to do with symptoms dealing with gut health and hormone imbalances. But the common denominator is actually stress. So we all have stress. Some of us have more stress than others, and some of us have stress that we can't just get rid of. So you might think that you just need to cut stress out of your life, and that's fine if you can, but like some people have really stressful jobs that they can't quit. Maybe they have stressful relationships that they can't end. So it's a lot of helping your body just learn how to mitigate the effects of these stressors that we can't just get rid of. But in the meantime, we're dealing with the consequences of that stress, and there's a direct impact on our gut health and on our hormones from this stress. So what this boils down to is your autonomic nervous system has two branches that kind of help run all the different functions in your body. There's a sympathetic and a parasympathetic. The sympathetic state of your nervous system is activated whenever you are activated, whenever you need to be energized to do something, whether it's wake up in the morning and move about your day, or maybe it's that you've got to exercise, or you've got tasks to take care of. And for the most part, that kind of stress is good and healthy and normal, but it's when it's chronic that it becomes inflammatory and causes problems. Now, the other side of the coin is that parasympathetic state, and this is the state of our nervous system when things like rest and repair and recovery happen, but also specifically digestion and detoxification. So if you are in any state of stress, whether it is physiological stress, like maybe you're exercising and you've just created a natural stress response due to your exercise, or maybe you're having a difficult day at work and you've had a stressful meeting, whichever really form of stress that it takes, and it can take several different kinds, you're going to be in that sympathetic nervous system state. That's going to be the part of your nervous system that's kind of running the show. But in order for you to have healthy digestion and to do things like create hormones and then detox the metabolites of used hormones, you have to be in that healthy parasympathetic state. Both states have extremes. And so what I'm seeing is more and more I'm seeing women that are stuck in this chronic stressed out sympathetic state, and they can't get into a healthy parasympathetic state. And so the stress is wreaking havoc on their gut health and on their hormones. So what do we do about this? What if there's stress in our life that we can't get rid of, but we know it's having an effect on our gut health and on our hormones? Well, I want to look at the cellular function for just a minute. Like every single cell in your body requires minerals to function. Minerals are like the spark plugs of every single process in your body, including hormone creation, gut health and gut function, and detoxification. Now, stress is a very expensive process, meaning even just the hormones of stress, like cortisol, are very expensive to make. And what I mean by that is they use up a lot of those minerals to create them. And so when you're stressed, you will burn through minerals like crazy and you'll be severely depleted. And then that causes a cascade effect that affects other functions in your body, like your gut health and like your hormones. So one of the first things that I do with my clients is I look at their mineral status through a test called a hair tissue mineral analysis. So this lab is actually incredibly informative. It gives us tons of information, not only on mineral status in your body, but on things like your metabolism, your mood, your blood sugar balance, your digestion, your hormones. It tells us a lot about heavy metals and how your body is handling that burden, because whether we like it or not, we're all exposed to them on a daily basis just living in the world. We can't live in a bubble.